Hello traders, and welcome to Trading Trend. I am Dennis, and this is my look at my top strong week trades for the week ending October 6th. And right now I'm looking at my strong week rankings. US dollar has moved into first place with the pound falling back into second, but the pound actually had fallen quite a bit this past week. Against the yen, a pretty big move, and the yen has finally gotten out of the last place position. And this whole market is just kind of consolidated here. It's been consolidating for a couple of weeks. We've had some counter trend moves, and this is pretty typical of that period. After you have some good uptrends or downtrends, whatever the trend is, then you'll get that period of consolidation and counter trend moves, and that's very much what we're in right now. Looking at the pairs that I'm looking at right now, well, actually, let's back up and look at the euro US dollar first. Okay, so anyway, we peaked here on what was that, the 8th of September, 1,575 pips for the year, but then we've had a pullback, and we're still in this pullback. We did get a nice little pin bar reversal on Friday, and it kind of coincides with this area of former support here. So maybe we reached an area that this pullback is over, but we'll just have to keep watching it. This is not a real strong looking pin bar reversal, so we'll see if it holds. Next thing I want to look at is our current top strong week trade, which is the Aussie US dollar. And this same situation here, this is the candle that would have got us into the trade, or excuse me, actually this is the candle that would have got us into the trade. But we did have a reversal during the session, so I'm not sure if I'm too excited about jumping in this as a new trade. The dollar has had a pretty good run, even though it's been strong of late. It is still weakest of the year, and now you got a little bit of a pin bar reversal. You got a pin bar reversal in the euro, so I'm gonna use a little bit of caution here before I go jumping on a long US dollar position. The other one to look at is the US dollar yen. Same situation. This trade actually would have triggered to the long side on this little candle here on Thursday, and then you had a pretty good up move. You made about 50 pips, and then it reversed on you. Now you got a nice little pin bar reversal right at a point of overhead resistance. So we have three different pairs with the US dollar showing a bit of a reversal at support or resistance. So I would not be jumping in trading the US dollar on the long side right now. I've got to see something more substantial to get me into this trade. I'd rather just sit on the sideline and wait for this thing to play out. If I was going to play this, I'd probably play it to the downside right now. I am kind of looking for a play in the yen, and one that might be interesting is the Aussie yen. And you can see here, this was a former strong week trade over here, pulled back and then had a nice good run, but it finished that run with a nice big engulfing candle to the downside, and we've been continuing. You had a nice little pullback here and big engulfing candle to the downside, follow through on Friday. So this thing could continue down from here, but just remember, this is still going to be a counter trend trade. As you can see, the trend, the longer term trend, is definitely up here. So not sure how much lower this thing is going to go. Down here at 86, near where the 200-day moving average is, you definitely have some serious support there. But for a shorter term trade, I might be looking at this one, and that's pretty much what I have for this week. This is just a time to be cautious with your trading and not force trade. Anyway, I will catch you all later on my thread. Thanks.